My beloved child, listen carefully, because this moment is not random and your presence here is not an accident. Before you even clicked, a quiet warning was already moving toward you, unseen but urgent, like a whisper trying to reach you before it was too late. Archangel Michael is standing closer to you than you realize, not in fear, but in deep concern, because something around you is not what it appears to be, and time matters more than you think. Right now, there is a pause in your life that feels ordinary on the surface, yet underneath it, something is shifting. You may feel slightly unsettled without knowing why, or distracted without a clear reason. That feeling is not weakness. That feeling is protection activating. Don't skip, because what you are about to hear is meant to shield you, not scare you. Archangel Michael sees what you cannot see yet. He sees a situation forming, slowly, quietly, hiding behind routine conversations, familiar places, and trusted patterns. It is not dramatic. It is subtle. That is why it is dangerous. When harm arrives silently, it is often mistaken for comfort. Stay till the end, because clarity is about to replace confusion. You have been moving forward with a good heart, assuming the path ahead is clear because it always has been before. But there is one step, one moment, one choice ahead that needs adjustment. Not avoidance. Adjustment. That is why this message found you now and not later. Something huge is waiting for you, not at the end of fear, but at the end of awareness. Archangel Michael is not warning you because you are weak. He is warning you because you are valuable. There is something within you that must not be interrupted, something growing that must not be delayed. The interference trying to approach you does not come with alarms or signs. It comes disguised as normal. That is why this message matters so deeply. Pay attention to the next few days. Not with anxiety, but with calm alertness. Notice who suddenly asks too much of your time. Notice what suddenly feels rushed. Notice what tries to pull you away from your inner peace. These are not coincidences. They are signals. Don't skip, because the smallest detail you notice after this message could quietly protect you. Archangel Michael's presence is steady and firm. He is not panicking. He is positioning. He is guiding you to slow one decision, pause one reaction, and rethink one direction. That single shift changes everything. What was meant to harm cannot reach what is properly aligned. There is a reason you were stopped right here, right now. If this message had come later, you might have ignored the feeling. If it had come earlier, you might not have understood it. But now, you are ready to see without fear. Stay till the end of this journey, because the protection unfolding around you is precise and intentional. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not loss, it is preservation. What is being saved is not just your body or your path, but your future momentum. Archangel Michael does not intervene without purpose, and he does not worry without reason. Hold this message quietly in your heart today. Move with awareness, not suspicion. Confidence, not tension. The shield has already been raised. The warning has already been delivered. And from this moment forward, you are not walking unguarded. This is only the beginning. My beloved child, something unseen is still moving, and this is why you must listen even more carefully now than before. What you felt after the last message was not imagination. It was confirmation. A quiet tightening in your chest, a sudden thought you could not explain, a moment where your mind paused for no reason. That pause was not empty. It was Archangel Michael standing between you and what should not reach you. Right now, there is a line being drawn that you cannot see, but it is very real. On one side is your safety, your progress, your peace. On the other side is a distraction that wants to rush you, confuse you, or pull your attention away at the wrong moment. Don't skip, because what you understand next will help you recognize the difference instantly. There is a specific pattern around you that Archangel Michael is watching closely. It repeats itself in small ways. The same kind of delay. The same kind of pressure. The same kind of invitation that feels harmless. But repetition is not always routine. Sometimes repetition is a test. Stay till the end, because once you see the pattern, it loses its power over you. You are not being warned to stop living. You are being warned to move with clarity. One conversation you are about to have does not need your full honesty yet. One plan you are considering does not need immediate action. One place you are about to go requires awareness, not fear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the moment you choose wisdom over impulse. Archangel Michael is worried because he sees how close you are to something important. When progress is near, interference often tries to arrive quietly. That is why this message does not come with noise or drama. It comes with calm truth. Don't skip, because calm truth is what keeps you protected when emotions try to rush you. You may feel like everything looks normal on the outside. That is exactly why this message matters. The situation forming around you does not announce itself. It blends in. It smiles. It feels familiar. But your spirit already sensed something was off, even if your mind could not explain it yet. Stay till the end, because clarity is unfolding layer by layer. Archangel Michael is guiding you to slow down one step, observe one detail, and trust one inner signal you usually ignore. That single choice blocks what was never meant to touch you. Something huge is waiting for you, not in the form of loss, but in the form of protection that arrives just in time. You were meant to hear this before making your next move. You were meant to pause before proceeding. And you were meant to feel watched over, not worried. Hold steady. Remain aware. Nothing has power over you when you move with light. This message is not the end. It is the shield being reinforced. My beloved child, there is a reason this message is continuing, because what is unfolding around you has layers, and the deepest layer is the one most people never notice. Archangel Michael is watching a precise moment ahead of you, not days away, not weeks away, but closer than you think, where awareness will determine outcome. You may feel calm right now, or slightly distracted, or even confident that everything is fine. That feeling is understandable. The situation forming does not arrive with chaos. It arrives quietly, almost politely, asking for your agreement without demanding it. Don't skip, because understanding this subtlety is what keeps you protected. There is one habit you rely on that usually serves you well, but this time it needs adjustment. One automatic response you give without thinking. One assumption you make because it has always worked before. Archangel Michael is not asking you to abandon who you are. He is asking you to pause long enough to see clearly. Stay till the end, because clarity is the difference between safety and regret. Right now, something around you is counting on your speed. It expects you to move quickly, respond instantly, or trust without reflection. That is where interference tries to slip in. Not through force, but through familiarity. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the moment you slow down just enough to remove its access. Archangel Michael's concern is not dramatic. It is deliberate. He sees how one small delay, one thoughtful pause, one choice to observe instead of react changes the entire path ahead of you. Don't skip, because the next decision you make after this message carries more weight than it appears. You are not alone in this moment. Even if no one around you senses anything unusual, you are being guided to notice what others overlook. A tone in someone's voice. A sudden urgency that feels unnecessary. A situation that feels slightly misaligned with your peace. These are not random impressions. They are protection speaking softly. Stay till the end, because what is being revealed to you now will make sense later in a way that feels almost miraculous. You will look back and realize that this awareness saved you from something you never saw coming. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a shock, but as relief. Relief that you listened. Relief that you paused. Relief that you trusted guidance over impulse. Archangel Michael does not worry without purpose, and he does not intervene without precision. Remain steady. Move with awareness. What was meant to reach you cannot cross the line that has now been drawn. The protection is active. The guidance is clear. And this unfolding is far from over. My beloved child, this is the turning point, the moment where awareness becomes action and protection becomes permanent. What you have been sensing was never meant to frighten you, it was meant to position you. Archangel Michael is still near, not stepping back, not relaxing his guard, because what is ahead of you is sensitive and must be handled with calm strength. Right now, there is a choice forming that looks small on the surface. It may feel like just another decision, another response, another ordinary step. But this is where timing matters. Don't skip, because understanding timing is how you stay untouched by what was never meant to reach you. Archangel Michael sees that the window for interference is narrowing. What once had access to your energy no longer does, unless you reopen the door without realizing it. This is why your focus now is powerful. Stay till the end, because focus is becoming your shield. There is something surprising happening behind the scenes. The very situation that could have caused disruption is losing its strength because you are no longer unaware. Awareness changes outcomes. Silence changes direction. Stillness changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the quiet victory of being protected without struggle. You may notice a sudden sense of calm replacing the tension you felt before. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. Archangel Michael is guiding you to move forward without second-guessing yourself, without rushing, without explaining your instincts to anyone who would not understand them. Don't skip, because trusting this inner clarity is the final step of protection. Stay till the end of this unfolding, because what you are stepping into now is safer than what you were leaving behind. The concern that once hovered is dissolving. The risk that once existed is fading. The path ahead is being cleared in ways you do not need to see to benefit from. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a dramatic reveal, but as a peaceful continuation of your journey, uninterrupted, unharmed, and guided. Archangel Michael's worry has turned into watchful assurance. You are not being chased by danger. You are being escorted by protection. Move forward calmly. Remain aware. What mattered has already been handled. The message has done its work, and you are exactly where you need to be. My beloved child, what you are entering now is the aftermath of protection, the quiet space where danger no longer advances and clarity begins to breathe. This part matters deeply because most people stop listening once they feel safe, but safety is maintained by awareness, not by forgetting. Archangel Michael remains attentive, not because the threat is strong, but because your future is. There is something extraordinary happening that you cannot measure yet. A sequence has been interrupted. A chain that was forming has been broken without noise. That is rare. That is intentional. Don't skip, because understanding what was stopped helps you recognize how powerful awareness truly is. What nearly touched your path did not arrive suddenly. It was slow, patient, almost invisible. It relied on your trust in routine. It relied on your kindness. It relied on your habit of moving forward without suspicion. Archangel Michael intervened not to change who you are, but to preserve you as you are. Stay till the end, because this preservation is the revelation. Right now, you are standing in a safer version of your timeline. One where the outcome shifts quietly in your favor. You may never see what was prevented, and that is the sign of true protection. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the realization that guidance does not always come with answers, but with positioning. Don't skip, because this is where most people miss the meaning. Protection does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like nothing happened. But nothing happening was the miracle. Nothing arriving was the intervention. Nothing breaking was the victory. Stay till the end, because what you are carrying forward from this moment is discernment. You will notice yourself pausing naturally. You will notice yourself listening more closely. You will notice that situations which once felt confusing now feel transparent. This is not coincidence. This is growth activated through guidance. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not behind you anymore. It is ahead of you, clear and uninterrupted. Archangel Michael's concern has transformed into confidence, not because the world became harmless, but because you became aware. Move forward with calm certainty. What was meant to miss you has already passed. What was meant to reach you is still on its way. And this unfolding continues, quietly, powerfully, exactly as it should. My beloved child, this is the moment most people never reach, the moment after protection when understanding finally settles into the heart. What you are feeling now is not relief alone, it is recalibration. Archangel Michael is guiding you into a new awareness where danger no longer needs to announce itself for you to sense it. Something subtle has changed inside you. Your reactions are slower, your attention sharper, your silence stronger. That is not accidental. That is the result of being warned before impact. Don't skip, because this shift is the key that keeps you protected going forward. There is a once-in-a-lifetime truth you must hear now. What almost reached you was allowed to approach only so you could learn discernment without damage. That is rare. That is mercy working with precision. Stay till the end, because this truth will change how you move through every situation from now on. You are no longer walking blindly into familiar patterns. You are observing them. You are sensing what aligns and what does not before words are spoken. That awareness is your new shield. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the confidence that comes from knowing you are not easily misled anymore. Don't skip, because this is where the power becomes permanent. Archangel Michael is no longer blocking something for you. He is teaching you how to recognize it yourself. That lesson stays with you far longer than any single intervention. Stay till the end, because what you carry now is wisdom earned without pain. You will notice that situations that once felt complicated now feel simple. Choices that once felt urgent now feel clear. This is the aftermath of divine concern turning into divine preparation. Something huge is waiting for you, not in the form of a warning anymore, but in the form of confidence. Confidence that you are watched over. Confidence that you are guided. Confidence that what was meant to harm you no longer has access to your path. Remain steady. Remain aware. This journey is still unfolding, and you are moving forward stronger than before. My beloved child, you are now standing at a threshold most people never recognize, the space between who you were before the warning and who you are becoming after it. This is not coincidence. This is consequence. Archangel Michael has not stepped away, he has shifted from guarding you to guiding you, because what comes next requires awareness, not fear. Something remarkable has happened quietly. The pull that once tried to draw you toward distraction has weakened. The confusion that once hovered has thinned. You may not celebrate it, because it arrived without noise, but this is where real change happens. Don't skip, because missing this understanding would mean missing the power you now carry. There is a once-in-a-lifetime realization unfolding for you. Protection is not only about being saved from what could hurt you. It is about being prepared for what could test you next. Archangel Michael sees that your path is opening, and when paths open, attention increases. Stay till the end, because this awareness keeps you steady when opportunities and pressures arrive together. You will notice people, situations, and invitations revealing themselves faster now. What once took time to understand will become obvious sooner. This is not judgment. This is clarity. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the ability to see truth without struggle. Don't skip, because this is where many people lose focus. They think the warning is over, so they relax their awareness. But you are being taught to move forward differently, not cautiously, but consciously. That is the difference between surviving and advancing. Stay till the end, because what Archangel Michael is offering now is not another alert, but a steady alignment. You will feel more grounded, less rushed, less influenced by urgency that does not belong to you. This is not accidental. This is the result of being positioned correctly. Something huge is waiting for you, not behind you anymore, but directly ahead. It is a season where your peace is harder to disturb and your direction is clearer than before. What was meant to hurt you no longer recognizes the path you are on. Remain calm. Remain attentive. This unfolding continues, and each step forward now is taken with strength, clarity, and protection that moves with you. My beloved child, this is where everything quietly locks into place, the moment when protection becomes direction and concern transforms into certainty. What you are sensing now is not imagination. It is alignment. Archangel Michael is steady beside you, because what approaches your life next requires precision, not hesitation. There is a truth most people never hear at the right time. You were not only protected from what could have hurt you, you were redirected toward what cannot. That redirection happens subtly, through timing, awareness, and restraint. Don't skip, because this understanding is the foundation of what comes next. Something once in a lifetime has occurred without spectacle. A path closed gently behind you while another opened ahead of you without noise. You may not feel excitement yet, but you feel calm. That calm is confirmation. Stay till the end, because calm is the sign that danger no longer has a voice in your space. You are moving differently now. You are listening more than reacting. You are choosing clarity over urgency. That shift is not small. It changes how situations meet you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is the freedom that comes from no longer being easily pulled off course. Don't skip, because this is where the message completes its work. Archangel Michael's worry has served its purpose. It awakened you before impact. Now his presence is firm and assured, because you are walking with awareness, not uncertainty. Stay till the end, because what unfolds next will feel smoother than what came before. Fewer interruptions. Clearer signals. Stronger inner certainty. This is not luck. This is the result of being warned, protected, and prepared at exactly the right time. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a surprise, but as stability. A steady path. A guarded future. A sense